So good afternoon. Now we are going to discuss about the Clausius-Clapeyron equation. That is very important question for competitive exams. Not only for semester, it is also very important question for competitives like set, gate, net exams, whatever it is. So Clausius-Clapeyron equation. Clausius-Clapeyron equation. Clausius-Clapeyron equation. We will see the derivation. We will just see the derivation, right? So mainly it is applicable. It is application of second law of thermodynamics. First point is it is application of second law of thermodynamics, and the next point is it is mainly applicable for one component two phase system. One component and two phase system. Two phase system means only one component should be there and two phases should be there. For examples like solid to liquid. So this is one component. This is what solid to. So for example, if I am going to take A to A, so A to A, right? A to A means it is solid, this is liquid. So like same, say A to A, if it is liquid, if it is A to A, if it is liquid phase, it is gas phase. Same component but different phases. It is applicable for one component and two phase system. Like you can also write A to A, solid to gas you can write. That is sublimation you can write. So now we will see the derivation. So for that, you need to write finds. So that it is applicable for second, it is the application of the second law of thermodynamics. It is also mainly applicable for the one component and two phase system. For example, A to A, solid to liquid, liquid to gas, and solid to gas. If I consider Gibbs free energy dg, if I consider A to B, so A to B is a one function, it is solid to liquid, so it is a different. If A to B is same component I am taking, so at different phases for this system dg is equal to 0. Sir, you can say that delta G is equal to 0. Delta G is equal to 0 at equilibrium process. Delta G is equal to 0. That means what? Gb minus Ga, change in the Gibbs free energy is 0. That means Gb is equal to Ga you will get. Gb is equal to Ga you will get. So whenever temperature changes to T to T plus dt, also pressure changes from P to P plus dP. Temperature changes from T to T plus dt. Pressure changes from P to P plus dP, and also Ga changes from Ga plus dGa, and Gb changes from Gb plus dGb. So after writing that equation, we will get equation is, you can simply say that Ga plus dGa. Already we discussed Gb is equal to Ga na. So Gb changes from Gb is equal to Ga we got, right? Gb is equal to Ga we got. So that means what? Gb changes to what? Gb plus dGb. Gb plus dGb is equal to Ga plus dGa. So already we know that Gb is equal to Ga. So we will left with dGb is equal to dGa. dGb is equal to dGa means dG is equal to, already we know that VdP minus SdT. VdP minus SdT. This is also we know that VdP minus SdT. VdP minus SdT means what? You should take, here B terms are there na. So you can take VdP, SB, SA you should take. So now B terms comes this side, next A terms, this SB terms goes this side, next V terms comes this side, VB into dP minus VA into dP. Next SB into dt minus SA into dt. I am taking both the dP common, next dt common. What I will get? VB minus VA into dP is equal to SB minus SA means change in entropy you can written as delta S into dt you can write. Delta S into dt you can write. Now I am going to write here. So that what is that? dP by dt. This dt comes here. dP by dt is equal to what I got? dP by dt is equal to delta S by VB minus VA. VB minus VA I got. VB minus VA I got. So next, so for this entropy here I am writing since. So delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. At equilibrium delta G is equal to 0. That means 0 is equal to delta H minus T delta S. So delta H is equal to T delta S you will get. T delta S you will get. So delta S is equal to delta H by T. What I have to replace in place of delta H? In place of delta H I can replace with what? delta h by t. So what is that equation? What is that equation looks like? Equation is looks like, so dp by dt is looks, so delta s means delta h by t, you can take delta h by t into vb minus va. So this is called Clausius-Clapeyron equation. Clausius-Clapeyron equation, very important equation. Clausius-Clapeyron equation. This is about Clausius-Clapeyron equation. Now also we will see the integral form of this equation. Integral form of the Clausius-Clapeyron equation. So integral form of Clausius-Clapeyron equation. Next heading is integral form of Clausius-Clapeyron equation. It is very simple. Integral form of Clausius-Clapeyron equation. Clausius-Clapeyron equation. So this is also applicable for one component and two phase system. That means what? For example, if I am taking A to A, so that is what? Liquid to gas I am taking. So you can simply replace VB means change in the value. VB means gas, VA means liquid. So always gas volume is very much greater than the volume of the liquid. Hence we can neglect volume of the liquid. It can be neglected. So that means nothing but we will get what? Now we can write that equation. So if we will write simple, what I told to you, T into, so neglected means Vg minus VL is there, but VL is neglecting here. So you will get Vg. Vg is nothing but volume you will take. Vg is equal to V you should take. So V. Already this is equation we are taking. PV is equal to RT, we know that. PV is equal to RT. V is equal to, you can written as RT by P. That means dP by dt is equal to what? Delta H by T into, this is what? RT by P. Now P comes above. What you will get? dP by dt is equal delta H by RT square, you will get. RT square into P. So if the P comes here, dt comes here, what happens? If P comes here, dt comes here, what happens? You can write dP by P is equal, what you will get? Delta H by R is separate, and integrate, that is what? 1 by, that is dt by t square, you can write. Now apply the integration on both sides. What you will get? Limits are P1 to P2, this is T1 to T2. If you will apply integration of 1 by x into dx, integration of 1 by p into dp is ln p, right? Same, integration of 1 by t square into dt is minus 1 by t. Now I am going to substitute in that limits. What I will get? Integration of 1 by p means, dp means what? Ln p at limits is what? P1 to P2 I will get. Then delta h by t, delta h by r into minus 1 by t, limits is what? T1 to T2. Now apply upper limit minus lower limit, that you will get what? Ln P2 minus ln P1. Upper limit minus lower limit, ln P2 minus ln P1 is equal to minus, I am writing outside, minus delta h by r into, applying upper limit is 1 by T2 minus 1 by T1. What you will get? Ln of A minus ln B is ln A by B. Ln P2 by P1 is equal, so minus if I multiplied inside, delta h by r into 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. This is the integral form of the Clausius-Clapeyron equation derivation. So you can, in examination, competitive examination, they will give the T1 value, T2 value, P1 value, delta H R. You need to find out the P2 they will ask. Like the questions they will ask in the competitive exams. This is the integral form of Clausius-Clapeyron equation. If you want to remove this ln, you can also take log of P2 by P1 is equal, you can write 2.303, right? This 2.303 comes here, what happens? 2.303 or 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2 you will get. This is the integral form of Clausius-Clapeyron equation. Thank you. So our notes I will provide in the description link. Please go through it. Thank you.